mga ka-GVkers at ka-MAILERs! Welcome back again to my vlog! This time, the Group 3 will express their thoughts and opinions on our topics in media and information about the roles of media in fostering an information society, so as the importance of literacy in media and information to a democratic country. And lastly, giving examples of the power of media and information to affect change. So, please check this out.
Hello everyone, my name is Charles and we are Group 3. My group mates are Patricia, Jasper, James, John, Eliza, and Frank. And this is vlog number 5. And we'll talk about the importance of literacy in media and information to a democratic society. Number 2, explain the opportunities and challenges in media and information. And number 3, cite some examples of the power of media and information to affect change. Right here.
Hi guys, I'm Patricia Quiroz, and today I will be elaborating the importance of literacy in media and information to a democratic society. Media literacy is the ability to understand mass communication, such as interpreting its message and knowing its functions. As time passed by, media literacy has become more important in understanding the democratic process. Politics have been causing more of an effect in mass media, making media literacy play an important role in everyone's life. Without our knowledge in media, or what we call as media literacy, our minds will be easily shaped by the continuous manipulation of political messages. Well, we do know how politics work, right? We become more vulnerable, easy to convince and misled from the truth, or the real reason behind the news. Therefore, media literacy is necessary and essential for the people to be knowledgeable and take their places as responsible citizens. That would be all. Thank you!
Hi guys, so for our topic of the day, it's going to be about the importance of literacy in media and information to a democratic society. So, based on my research and my own understanding, media has given political parties the tools to reach large numbers of people and can inform them on key issues ranging from policies to elections, and that this can be huge opportunity in media as this can help with the spread of accurate judgments, various articles in the web.
Hello again everyone, my name is Charles and I'll be talking about the opportunities in media and information. The opportunities in media and information is a set of situations that makes possible to do something. Number 1, social. In today's world, media becomes as essential as our daily needs. Media of today is playing an outstanding role in creating and shaping of public opinion and strengthening of society, thus making media the sword of democracy. And number 2 is democracy. Democracy is used throughout the advertising industry to make sure that ads and messages reach the right audience. Politicians do this as well. In the age of social media, politicians and people running for office are able to target their campaigns. And number 3 is political. The internet has played a large role in this transformation. Social media in particular is a serious factor in political campaigns and in the way people think about issues. Candidates and their supporters constantly post their views on Facebook and Twitter. Each party has its own pages, from which is broadcast propaganda and requests for donations. And number 4, education. As you all know, from the recent ubiquity for online digital video, video has become a compelling tool for educational representation. Students use it for their projects, and the teachers and pre-service teachers use it to study also. And researchers also use it for capturing and examining how learning happens as they unfold. And lastly, economical. Economic actors need accurate and timely information to allocate resources efficiently. investors and other groups increasing value and demand a governance monitoring role from the media. A free and independent press can provide information and monitoring to the economic policy developing process leading to more effective economic policies. That's all. Thank you.
Hi guys, I will be talking about the challenges in media and information. Some challenges in media and information are: number 1, illegal content. So, it's on any type of content that could be damaging to young people, including real or simulated violence, sexually explicit content, illegal images of child abuse, and content promoting of hate based on race, religion, or sexual preferences. Number 2 is copyright infringement. It is the use of works protected by copyright law without permission, infringing certain exclusive rights granted to the copyright holder, such as the right to reproduce, distribute, or perform the protected work, or to make a derivative work as well. Number 3 is identity thief. It is the deliberate use of someone else's identity, usually as a method to gain a financial advantage or obtain credit and other benefits in the other person's name, and perhaps to the other person's disadvantage or loss.
So I'll be citing some more examples of the power of media and information that affects changes in our society. So the first example would be about the government and how we citizens are being governed. In the future, we can expect more and more leaders to embrace this type of transparent governance, as it becomes easier for them to interact with their constituents, whereas politicians and government officials once had to travel to interact with their citizens. Now, online town halls strengthen the connections between them while providing them a platform for direct input on government initiatives. And for the next example, it helps us better respond to disasters. So, we've seen many examples of how social media and digital communications more broadly are helping respond to disasters, such as the news or other social media platforms, such as Facebook. So, using Facebook, we could share news which helps other people be more aware on their surroundings. More and more of us will be using social media to contribute to disaster relief from wherever we are. Digital responders can immediately log on news breaks about a natural disaster or human-created catastrophe. And for the last example is that it helps us tackle some of the world's challenges, an example being climate change. This capacity for social media to bring together desperate but like-minded people is also helping fight another enormous challenge, which is climate change. Social media has become an important tool for providing a space and means for the public to participate in influencing or disallowing environmental decisions, historically made by governments and corporations that affect us all. It has created a way for people to connect local environmental changes and solutions to larger scale narratives that will affect us as a global community.
Hey guys, welcome to our vlog number 5. So in this vlog, I'll be giving examples of the power of media and information that affects changes. So an example is business strategy. It's a trend that is already spreading to businesses beyond the newsroom, whether it be because of digital marketing or new customer service communication channels. Another example is banks of the future. Social media is transforming banking relationships in very significant ways, from improving customer service to allowing users to send money to others via online platforms. New financial technology. Companies are using social media to help people simply open a bank account. Social media can even impact your ability to get a loan. And the last example is healthcare and public health. This example has made social media responsible for relevant changes in both personal and community health, especially by making it easier for large numbers of people to rapidly share information.
Hello, my name is James Ola, and I'll be giving the generalization of this whole vlog. So, the importance of media literacy in a democratic state or democracy is that it gives the people the mind of who they want to vote for thanks to their campaign ads. Let's say this president has the qualities than other presidents that don't have, and this will shift the people like, oh, I want to vote for this president right there. So yeah, that's how important media literacy is used for in a democracy. And then we have the challenges and opportunities in media and information is that the opportunities is there. You can probably gain money, job employment and education, but there is the challenge of having to gain like copyright, age verification, and illegal content like pornography or money fraud and those things, and and also bullying. Then we have the final one, which is about how media and information change the society. It can change society in a way that it will rise a topic that people will see in social media like Facebook or Twitter. Let's say this area of trees is gone, and then increases the air pollution in our atmosphere, and then people will rise up and talk about the situation, and then we'll give a positive feedback to people who also try to join in this type of campaign. And that's how that is the generalization of this vlog.
That would be all for Vlog 5. Thank you for listening, mailers. See you again! Hi guys, good morning to one and all. I am Mailer Patricia Quiroz along with my teammates Charles, Jasper, Frank, Jan, James, and Eliza. Today we're going to talk about number 1, an example of an issue showing the power of media and information to affect change. Number 2, identify the characteristics or describe responsible uses and competent producers of media and information. Number 3, synthesize the overall implication of media and information to an individual and the society as a whole. Enjoy guys, let the show begin! Hey guys, I'm back. I'm Patricia Quiroz and I'll be answering the first question, which is cite an example of an issue showing the power of media and information to affect change. One good example for this is the victory of Duterte in the last presidential elections. Prior and during the campaign period, Duterte was not the leading candidate on all major services. In fact, he was around maybe 3rd place among all the candidates. However, due to the number of pro-Duterte bloggers in and out of the country providing contents that greatly influenced a lot of voters to support Duterte. Actually, major political personalities also changed their mind and supported Duterte because they know that Duterte is already a winner owing to the overwhelming support of the masses. Guys, from here we can see that the power of media and information can greatly influence and affect the change in our community as well as the society. That would be my part. Thank you guys!
Hey guys, welcome to our vlog number 6. So in this vlog, I will be giving an example of an issue showing the power of media and information that affects change. So an example is media's transformation in the public sector. As we know, media and more importantly, its ability to reach the public and provide commentary has been present ever since the existence of a town crier. The tradition of oration has evolved to broadsheet, books, radio, television, and now to the digital age. With each incremental step, media has become more accessible to both the public as well as to the people who wish to present a thought, message, or idea. Because of this issue, it has become cost-effective to transition away from broad brush, large volume content development, and distribution to targeted campaigns focused on specific messages and outcomes, even for large media outlets. So when we think about profit media, we often think of commercials and the desired outcome being the audience purchasing some service or product. It can be thought of the same way in the public sector, where media is used to incite some sort of behavior as well. So in this issue, media has really changed a lot.
Hello everyone, my name is Charles and I'll be talking about the characteristics of competent producers in media and information. The characteristics of competent producers describes how communication is affected by media and information, identifies the similarities and differences of media literacy and technology, editorialize the value of being a media and information literate individual. And also, a user should only state facts and truths about particular information. To be a responsible user, we should only write what are necessary and not useless things, for us to avoid those fake news that are prevailing in our society today. We all know that media is individuals' view to receive and share the information that we know. They use media to communicating others. They can use different applications that can have interaction with others as well. We should also put value of being a media and information literate. A responsible user should not post anything that contain false news or issue. He or she should identify the source of news he or she posts or share. No one should post anything if it is not really necessary. Everyone should be kind and not bashing or fighting with others online. And being users of media and information can be quite tricky. Here are some of the characteristics of a responsible user. Number 1, first, you have to know how to use media righteously. Number 2, do not use media to harm other people like bashing them. And lastly, you have to think about the social consequences of things you are posting or sharing online. That's all. Thank you.
Hi guys, so for our topic of the day, it's all about responsible uses and competent producers of media and information. Now, everyone has the right to be a user and to share their own knowledge about media and information. But not everyone is applicable in producing media and information because we should at least contain a few main factors that are important, which is a responsible user and competent producer of media should have positive thinking, respecting the comments of others, and also help to inform both students, or you could say strangers, and adults. Becoming positive thinkers, or should I say becoming positive thinker readers, may also have positive thoughts towards the information that you've shared. I, as a student, want this blog to not only benefit students but also benefit adults as well, so they are aware that they can be a producer and a responsible user of media and information. Lastly is responsible users should not also post anything fake or false information, as this can lead to misunderstandings and worse, bashing people for something in the media. Everybody should be kind and honest. That is all.
So I'll be talking about the implications of media and information to an individual. So we all know that media has been a part of our daily lives and our culture. There are some certain tasks we can't do without the help of media. Although there may be some negative effects media brings to our lives, which I will be talking about. So implications. Media influence is the actual force exerted by a media message, resulting in either a change or reinforcement in audience or individual beliefs. Media effects are measurable effects that result from media influence or a media message, whether that media message has an effect on any of its audience members is contingent on many factors, including audience demographics and psychological beliefs. So the way media affects an individual is based on the individual themselves, whether how they use it and how they optimize using it for their own well-being. Another way media influences an individual depends on the individual's demographic profile, such as their age and their sex. Different things they see on media may impact them depending on how they see things because of their demographic profile, while others doesn't get offended by something they see and others do, which is because of their personal beliefs and how they see things. Overall, the implications of media information has negative and positive effects. Positive being helping individuals cope up with the world and how it evolves every day, while the negative being how it affects individuals' emotions and beliefs because of what they see and what they learn from media.
Hello, my name is James Zola, and then I'll be explaining the implication of media and information to the society as a whole. So, media influence is the actual force exerted by a media message, resulting in either a change or reinforcement in audience or individual beliefs. So, media effects are measurable effects that result from media influence or media message, whether that media message has an effect on any of its audience members is contingent on many factors, including audience demographics and psychological characteristics. These effects can be positive or negative, abrupt or gradual, short-term or long-lasting. Not all effects result in change. Some media messages reinforce an existing belief. Researchers examine an audience after media exposure for changes in cognition, belief systems, and attitudes, as well as emotional, psychological, and behavioral effects. So, media information helps every individuals to cope up in the world. Now, media is part of our daily lives and our culture. That's the end of my part. Thank you.
Okay, so hey guys, here's a quick generalization from our vlog for you guys. So basically, you all heard and watched my fellow group mates reciting an example regarding to an issue showing on how the power of media and information to an effect of change. So next was the characteristics of responsible uses and components producers of media and information. So some of the characteristics were that you should be curious, you should be objective, you should have ethics and be professional as well. Okay, so lastly, you guys heard and watched us talk about the overall implication of media and information to an individual and the society as a whole. So it's about the positive and negative effects on how does the impact of media and information affects towards everyone.
Hi guys! So yun na nga yung vlog number 6 namin. Sana may natutunan kayo from this vlog. Once again, we are Group 3. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Ayan mga ka-GVkers at mga ka-mailers. You just heard the point of views of the group 3 about our topics in media and information literacy. So if you want to express your thoughts and opinions too, please use the comment down below. And please ring the notification bell for my latest videos. And don't forget to subscribe because as I usually say, subscribe now, laugh and learn later. Once again, ito po ang inyong gurong vlogger ng Kuwait. Nagre-remind sa inyo lagi na always keep safe and God bless you all. Maraming salamat po.